Okay guys, welcome to my nightmare. Another plumbing job which I've been putting off for ages. This old tap here, it's leaking and it get more and more and more. It's making a mess. As you can see, this all stained here. We have very hard water, and that's what the problem is with this tap. You see the calcium buildup and it's just ate it away. It's about 8 years old, I guess. 2012 would have saw the first water in here, and it's just a cheapo anyway that came with the house, you know. I got a new one here. I'll show you. There's our fancy new one. This is 304 stainless steel, so that'll be good. It's better. It helps better. Probably take that out because that's normally a problem. It's a little bit better, not that much, but you know, if I can get 8 years out of it, I guess shouldn't complain. Now this sink is a freestanding sink. It clips on the wall with two clips like a French cleat, if you know what that is. And I got talked into this. I would never do it again. It's good in a way, but it's better than a pedestal sink in my opinion. But I personally don't like it. The silicone always cracks around the sides of it because it kind of moves a bit. And but for this, I can take it out of the bathroom, bring it outside. This is my outdoor kitchen, and work on it, and that makes it a lot easier to put the tap on because they're really normally hard to get at. And I can clean it up. Oh, and you know, my luck with plumbing. I turned the valve off. Here's the valve. It only went off about 95% of the way. It was still just one single spray squirting out. So I took that off. I had another valve luckily. And go to put the new one on. The new one's plastic. I didn't realize it. There's a spacer between the pipe and the valve. So I got this one off of here, but it's in really, really bad shape. I don't know if you can see down there. There's a lot of wall thickness missing. It ain't gonna last much longer. So I dig through my PVC stuff. My new organizer has saved my bacon. I have a brass one, just like this. Taking off something else. I'm not sure. Maybe it was a shower. I'm not sure. But it's in real good shape. So I got it back on. Now it works. Looks better than the other one anyway, but I did not plan on changing that valve. I was just lucky to have a valve to put on there, and even luckier to find a good spacer for it. Now, if you never worked on these sinks, they're not easy, especially when they're in place. And the kitchen sink is normally even worse. It's a long ways to reach to get that nut off up under here. If you look up here, there's the nut. It's not bad now, but if this was still attached to the house like they normally are, you got to reach up through here, get this one off, put another one on, and get that nut tight. Ain't much space, let me tell you. Not when you have gigantic hands like me. When my house was built, everything was put together without Teflon tape. And as soon as I turned the pump on, turned the water on, there were sprinklers going everywhere. But as you can see, that one obviously didn't leak because there's no tape on there. I used a pile once I got started. I had all the pressure lines. I got all those so they weren't leaking. And then I tackled the outlets. Everything leaked. It was terrible. Just had to get it started, and then it's coming right off. cool, huh? That's plumber's music. I'm gonna save that. The old tap is toast, obviously. Okay, I got the sink cleaned up, ready to put this thing in. I'll show you what we got. I already put the Teflon tape on here. We have an outside washer, which is decorative, then a rubber washer, then the sink goes here. This is a spacer for the hole. I guess I've never seen that before. It should help keep it centered. It fits right in there pretty good. And then on the outside or on the bottom, we have another rubber washer which goes on here, and a rubber nut. Once it's in place, we'll make sure to put this hose back, this pipe back on before we reinstall the sink. That'll make life a lot easier. Goes our top rubber washer on. Push it right to the top. Our nut. Make sure she's kind of straight. There's probably a wrench for this. I assume real plumbers have a wrench for this. That's taped already. Should have brought a crescent wrench. Huh? There. That's water in. Now I've got to do water out. That's always fun too. Okay, here we go. Time to do the drain. There's the old one. See, it's all corroded up. That's from the water leak. It's running down the wall, hitting here, just sitting here. It's actually still, other than ugly, it works. But I got a nice shiny new one. Same brand name as the tap. VHR, I think it's called. 304 stainless steel. And the problem I have with the other one is it just barely fit. But this has got a nice long pipe. Look how long that is. And it's an S-bend, which is, it used to be impossible to find these here, but now they're available. It's new. Start putting this together, see what we can come up with. Just a dry fit the first time. That's different. But it works. Don't need to cut anything. I think I'm gonna do that actually. Cut my gasket. There we go. Everything is taped. Teflon tape. This stuff is really nice. This stainless steel. Really nice to work with. Just loose. It's different. But I don't have to cut the pipe this way. If you don't cut it, you don't screw it up, you know what I mean? No water leaks on the positive side. Looks good. I just need the silicone around here and around the sink. I don't have the silicone today, so can't do that. Clean her up. She's done. Okay guys, there it is. Not an hard job, especially when you can take the sink off. But you know, plumbing is never fun. You never know what's gonna happen. Like this valve here. That was a surprise, but it worked out. Luckily I had everything. I live over an hour away from the hardware store, so missing parts. Yeah, that's not good. I don't know. A plumber would probably go nuts if he saw that, but I think it looks cool. And at least the pipe is nice downward angle this time. The other one was really flat. It worked, never had any issues with it, but this 304 looks nice right now. Alright guys, as always, thanks for watching. I do appreciate it.